Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're going to a TV episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's killing demons with me tonight?
I'm Joe Butler, and I'll put the Oni in your Musha.
I am Phoebe Stanton, reminding you that if a character gets a first and last name, and they are in a historical piece, they were probably a real person.
Fair. So we are here to talk about something that I forgot existed, but I have a weird problem at times and want to do everything of certain fiction. Maybe not fiction's the right word. Of a series, let's say.
IPs? Yeah, IPs.
Yeah, IPs. We're here to talk about the Onimusha TV series, directed by Takashi Miki, and came out in 2023.
What?
Is this Takashi Miike? What the fuck?
Yeah, this is Takashi.
Holy
I
shit,
don't know who
that's
that is.
awesome!
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
I'm really confused now.
Go watch Audition. Don't fucking watch Audition. You'll be traumatized.
I don't even think Tiff knows what Audition is. Y'all probably both get a kick out of it.
Oh, it's probably on the poster.
It's probably on the poster.
I mean, someone can tell you that, by the way. But I've never seen. I had no idea who this guy is. Oh, he did an Ace Attorney movie. Okay, these are all Japanese movies. That's why I don't know any of this.
Takashi Miike is a known. Wow, he really made a Phoenix Wright movie. He's a known Japanese director, but he's also known for making very gory and violent movies. Funny enough, he's mentioned in between every chapter of No More Heroes 3, which I think is funny. But he's known for doing a bunch of movies. One of them is The Audition. If you're not familiar with it, Mike, the way I got familiar with it is I saw it. It's the like AMV for the official My Chemical Romance music video for one of their songs. But it's very rough. Like it's a rough movie. He also did Seven Samurai, and that's one of those movies where like when they cut the hand off, they like pump out like a gallon of blood.
Oh, okay.
Is he Old Boy? Who was Old Boy?
He might be Old Boy.
I don't think he is, because I think I feel like we covered something by that director in this podcast, because it came up before. Old Boy, one of those movies I should really watch one day.
No, Miike.
Yeah, no, 13 Assassins, Ichi the Killer.
Ichi the Killer.
Okay, I don't know any of these. But all right, he directed this. This came out on Netflix in 2023. And yeah, I really don't understand. After some little bit of research last night, and when I mean a little bit, I mean like I tried to Google it, and then I tried to find YouTube videos. I don't know if this is going to connect to anything to do with the upcoming game, or just a side thing that just existed because.
Oh my God.
I can't figure it out.
He also did the JoJo movie, the live-action JoJo movie.
Oh, Japanese Unbreakable. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I also don't know. I was hoping one of you would have the answer for that. I think the only thing that this actually carries over from the game is the gauntlet, and that's pretty much it. I think
the next game is supposed to be Miyamoto Musashi. That's the thing.
Yes, but I don't. And I was wondering, thinking that okay, like this is the anime, like to set up, the game that's coming later. But I don't think that's true.
Well, we never talk about.
I don't know.
A very quick ending. We never understand how the gauntlet got back.
The girl took it.
Well, I was gonna say, I just figured that.
Yeah. On the last episode, he looks down at her, and the ghost of the
monk.
The ghost of the monk like gives him like a nod. I thought that was him telling him to give her the fucking gauntlet.
Oh, it probably was.
I don't know. I kind of thought it was buried under the mountain with him, but then he survived and got it back there.
Also, the game wasn't announced for over a year after this came out.
Jesus.
So it's possible that when this started, they gave him a name. Said, yeah, you can do what you want. You can use Musashi. And then the game comes, and then the game gets announced. And so people think that this has no connection to the video game that's coming out with the same character.
If it's a standalone, it's a damn good standalone.
I mean, it's fine. It's just one of those things that I wanted to state early on before we get into where we go with this. Because I'm pretty sure this is just a standalone anime that he wanted to make something in the Onimusha world, and he wanted it to be something that just was its own thing. Because I know Musashi is based, like, the actor in this, animation, but it's based on a real person. Because that always works out.
As it always seems to be in the Onimusha franchise, from what I've heard.
It is Sananosuke, Jubai, which is Onimusha 2, Jean Reno in Onimusha 3, Onimusha 4, I think is based off somebody too. Like, yeah, I mean, we're doing this because I'm doing all the Onimusha games. I've done all 5 PS2 games. I have the GBA game next year. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do the anime too. But Julian who's my normal Onimusha guy, didn't want to come for this. He's like, I don't have Netflix. I'm not going to get Netflix. I'm like, understood.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of looking at the Onimusha trailer. I think the anime is a sequel, not a prequel.
He looks younger, right?
He
I was
looks
gonna say,
younger, but he's wearing the same gauntlet.
but I think the gauntlet in the game is going to be a female voice, and also he acts in the anime as if he doesn't know what's in the box.
I thought he does know what's in the box.
He does
doesn't.
know. Doesn't he? I watched this a
Yeah.
week ago, so my memory might be a
None
little
of them
more.
know what's in the box, and they say that's been sealed away for quite a while.
Oh yeah, that's fair too. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be until that game comes out. I think it's just safe to say at this point it's just
It's standalone.
yeah. But at the same time, it is weird because like I thought he might know because he goes here. So this first episode opens up with him going to this monastery, beating the shit out of a bunch of people with no weapons other than their weapons once he takes it from them, and for every guy he takes out, he gets 3 days with the gauntlet. And he knew the gauntlet existed, or knew enough that he wanted to go here and do this test to get an item for his potential mission he was about to go on. So it's really weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the same thing. I don't think they're supposed to be attached. I think it's just a weird coincidence. And I think Capcom had the idea, but they're like, hey, or that might just be a weird thing where they're like, hey, make this, and they're like, why didn't we do this into a game again? And they're like, oh yeah, you're right. I forgot we have a whole ass engine we're using. Might as well make a new Onimusha, and they did.
Oh yeah, we make video games.
Oh yeah, we make video games.
I mean, that's Konami. That didn't know that.
Exactly.
I mean, Capcom knew that.
That's the same damn joke I was about to make.
They
I mean,
all
I'm
fucking
sure
forget they
this-
make video games.
Was in production for years too. Because I mean, so one thing I did notice with this immediately is the fucking animation is kind of incredible to me.
Isn't it production IG?
I don't know who that is. I am going to pull up the wiki and see. The wiki does not tell me. Studio says Sublimation.
That is a name I do not know.
And I can't click on it because it isn't a hyperlink. So I can't tell you. This is not, I mean, there is very little information about this show on YouTube. There's not a lot of information on Wiki. Like, there's nothing on Wiki. There's not a lot of stuff on YouTube. Like, it's kind of like, I feel like this kind of came and gone and people didn't even, like, know it existed.
I can tell you that Sublimation has potentially done, like, 2 other shows. One is Shikizakura, which I've never heard of before, but it's supposed to be on Amazon Prime. And one is the Dragon's Dogma anime.
Oh, yeah. Someone did mention it. I didn't know that existed until yesterday, and then I forgot until now.
The Dragon's Dogma anime, I'm not gonna lie, is really weird. And I'm not a big fan of it because it's kind of like, so I've seen people play Dragon's Dogma. I kind of like the way my husband plays Dragon's Dogma because he's a fucking freak. And we tried watching the first episode and it was like, if you know nothing about Dragon's Dogma, this is for you. And we're going to pick the basic class and not have fun and introduce things that aren't in the game into the anime. And it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, this anime is also weird. Like, it's 8 episodes. It's just a small story of Miyamoto Musashi goes to this place, monastery, gets the gauntlet from some old monk, and then is hired to go on a mission to essentially go check on a town that they've lost contact with, I think is what it was.
Yeah, so a spy was sent out for some reason, and it came back with no legs and no arms, tongue cut out, with a mark on their body.
And still alive.
Yep, because of a person named Ieamon, who everybody else on the team knew and even kind of grew up with underneath this one guy named Matsuki.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. They should have had that flashback in the opening of this fucking show because everything. I know that you're supposed to get the whole revelation of everything clicks whenever it happens, but I feel if you had given me all these characters from the get go, I actually would have felt bad when they all fucking died.
Yeah,
I mean, it's technically a horror show. I mean, Onimusha is a horror franchise.
It's more of a samurai
Action.
action show.
Okay.
It kind of has supernatural elements. That was
Kind of?
because I never played these games. So
I have a question for you as well, Mike. I've also never played these games. Do you recommend?
You played one.
I have not played one, dude. I have not
Are
played.
you
either
sure
of these
about
games.
that?
I am 100% sure, sir. I have never played
Okay.
either of these games because you told me you're like when you told me about the anime, I'm like, Mike, is Onimusha just Resident Evil with swords? And you're like, yeah, you didn't know that, and I'm like, no, I didn't fucking know that.
I mean, yes. The original one's on PS2, like the first one. It's a tank style game with PS2 controls. Okay, no, you're right. I thought you were on Onimusha 1. You were not. Never mind. Where I was
should
going
we
with
play these games?
Should I play Onimusha 1 and 2?
that. Yeah. I would say you should play all 4. 4 is a different game, though. I would not recommend Blade Warriors, which is the Smash Brothers spinoff. I don't recommend that one.
There's a Smash Brothers spinoff? What the fuck?
Yeah, just keep it that way.
I thought I've always heard like one of them is bad, but I've never been
That's
sure
the one.
which. Oh, is that just that one?
Yeah, the rest are good. So, like, for the quick rundown, Onimusha set during the time of Nobunaga. You're a samurai that's trying to kill Nobunaga, and you fight demons because Nobunaga made a deal with the devil, essentially.
Goddamn him and his ambitions.
And I mean, and that's kind of what it is. Like, this is taking place later in the series. Like, Miyamoto is born, I think, 20 years after Onimusha 1 even happens. So this is set like into the next era where all that's done. Onimusha wraps up where Nobunaga is killed in 3. So his thing is done. 4 has like his leftover army and somebody else in charge, and they get murdered. And then the Onimusha are these demons that fight against them because they were a clan that was wiped out by the Genma. That's why that gauntlet, when the gauntlet talks to him, when Musashi puts on the gauntlet, that's all from the games. There's one scene where he sucks up souls from the Genma, which is from the games. One scene. Never in the games is it mentioned about how the gauntlet drains them. Like in this, he gets, he's like, this gauntlet is getting, makes me tired and exhausts me. Never is that mentioned in the games.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. Well, okay, so that's actually a trick. What it is he's playing it up because they're like, oh, the gauntlet makes you, because whenever he's walking, he's not wearing it, and they notice he's more tired, and they're like, oh, that's probably from the gauntlet. But at the end of the show, when he's fighting the one guy's like, why don't you just put on the gauntlet? And he's like, I don't want to put on the gauntlet, though. He goes, why? I know you fight better with it. That's why you need it, and that's why you want to put it on. You're just trying to keep yourself from being dependent on it. So you think that he's tired from the gauntlet, but really he's actually getting older, and the gauntlet wants to stay on him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kojiro's a real person. That's the best part, is that these are 2 actual real people fighting in the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that other guy was real. I knew Musashi was real. I mean, Onimusha's known for that. They do use, like, a lot of the characters you run into are all real people. They just, are now demonic people, but they're all real people.
Yeah.
They do that a lot in Onimusha. That's just kind of what the series is.
They've also shot themselves in the foot with that because they have based one of the characters off of a face model, and
not one.
That 2 of them, right? Yeah, several, right?
3.
Okay, yeah, and they
3 or 4.
They can no longer use those games because those actors do not want to use the rights anymore.
That's why that's why I think we never got like collections of Onimusha games. We got 1 remade a few years ago. We got 2 I shouldn't say remade, remastered 1, and then 2 got remastered this year. Like, and 3 has not come back, and I don't think 3's come back ever, and 4 has not come back.
Okay, just gonna come out and say it. That's fucking stupid, because if Insomniac can completely change the face of Spider-Man between Spider-Man 1 and the remaster, Capcom can do the same thing.
They could, but I don't think they want to.
Well, fuck them.
No, because Final Fantasy also has the same issue.
Yes, with
7,
GAC.
7, we haven't gotten that remake took long because of the fucking GAC, not because they were fucking taking forever to make it.
Yeah, because Gact is in one scene of Dirge of Cerberus, and he's in Crisis Core for some reason for a character. I forgot his name. Is that Genesis?
Yeah,
okay.
Genesis.
I haven't played those in a long time.
Guess what, Mike? He just took a picture inside Final Fantasy fucking recording booth.
Oh, so he's going to be in the last game of the remake?
Yeah, so he's back. They mentioned Genesis in the 7 remake.
Oh, yeah, they do. They mentioned the G and S variants of Soldier, which is great.
I'll play those someday.
Okay, quick question. Because I say Oni, which is like, I'm assuming good demons, and then Genma are bad demons, but then they also use the phrase Onimusha once. Is that a person who's infused with Oni power?
No. Onis are demons, is what the demon they turn into. Onimusha is the clan name. This clan was wiped out by the Genma, who, I mean, essentially, I think they're all demons, but they're different. Like, they're different clans of demons, I think is kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Imp versus Hellbound versus Succubi, etc., etc.
Something like that. Yes. But yeah, the Onimusha are a clan that's wiped out, and they're connected to the gauntlet. Like, the whole scene where when he puts the gauntlet on for the first time, it's like, you are worthy and this and that. And you have like that ogre face in the background talking to him. That's in all the games. I mean, they did a few things to kind of like make you think like, oh, look, the games, remember these? And then it kind of just goes its own way, which, I mean, I think it's fine because, like, I was pretty engrossed in this anime. I watched the majority of this in one sitting. Like, I liked it.
It wasn't bad. I got kind of sad when the fat guy died, so that was something.
Dude, when
They
the
murdered
bird's
him
boyfriend
badly.
died,
Also, hey, look.
Well, this starts off kind of realistic. Like, I don't think it's maybe it's the first episode where they show you like the demon stuff. But like at first you just have like them putting the team together and all that, and it doesn't. I was wondering where they were going to go with this, and then shit hits the fan eventually. But no, I like all the stuff where you're introduced to, like you were saying earlier, like if you had the characters maybe a little sooner, it would be a little better. But it is cool how they're all related to each other. That's a nice touch.
and none of them break out really when it's proven to be demons.
I want to say that this world, they're familiar with the Genma because this does take place after Onimusha 1 through 4 have happened, and Nobunaga ran across Japan with the Genma army.
Okay.
So they are most likely familiar with the Genma. This isn't like, this happened in a mansion and no one knew about it. This happened across the country. So I think it's fair that they're not completely freaked out, that they're like, yeah, we've seen these before. We've not fought them, but we knew they existed.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing, which is funny enough. If I had a nickel for every time there was a TV show I watched where samurai fought demons, and they were also worried about newer age Japan coming, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
But with Demon Slayer, it's also a weird thing where Japan, like ancient Japan, believed in demons. Like they legit, like they thought like most animals were demons and stuff like that, like how we did. So I'm not surprised that they that it's just like, oh yeah, demons are around. You have those demons. You have like, what is it, the weird tall lady demons, the slit mouth demons, and things like that. So yeah, like I completely believe that Japan is one of those countries they do believe demons exist at one point.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy that a bunch of history all happens at the same time. There was a meme about it somewhere where it's like you could make a D&D party that was a Caribbean pirate, gunslinger from the Wild West, a Victorian London aristocrat, and a samurai, and it would be completely accurate because they're all within the same 20-year span.
Oh, what? No, Wild West isn't real. That's all fucking fiction made by Hollywood. I don't know where I got that from, but I got that from somewhere.
Okay.
Oh man,
I had no idea where we're going with this, but
I also like that Musashi is the one who's just like, there are 3 villains here and 3 traitors, but he never actually specifies what that means.
There's 3 villains and 1 traitor, I think is what he said.
Yeah, and he calls himself the 3rd traitor at the end of the episode after you find out that Matsuki and the totally spastic guy are 2 of the people.
But then we find out Yuri Lowenthal is actually the other traitor at the end of the series.
I cannot believe Yuri Lowenthal was a poison person the entire time when his main thing was healing. Oh my god.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I can't believe Yuri Lowenthal was in this. I was like, what do you mean? He does everything and anything.
Yeah, he does everything and everything. I mean, he's in fucking American Arcadia. He's the main character.
He's Spider-Man.
If somebody's going to offer you money, you do the job. What can I say?
This is true.
So, hey, he was also at a convention here. I didn't meet him, but he was not too long ago. I met other people. I spent enough money last year. I'm spending enough money this year at the convention. It's fine. But that is cool. No, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, of course, medicine and poison, especially at this time. Well, even now, they're so close together, but especially during this time. So it makes perfect sense that the doctor is also can poison. I want to say I'm pretty sure, like, in this anime, it's hard to say if Musashi knew what the gauntlet was or not. Like, he went there, so I feel like he was aware to a degree what the gauntlet was.
He might have just been told there was a weapon or something of significance that would help them with their mission. We don't really get enough backstory beforehand, but I think it's also fine that we aren't told because the main gimmick of the show is action against demons.
Yeah, and the mystery of who's lying and who's telling the truth, because there's a lot of lying going on here, Sashi, all the time. Like, he lies to the team. Like, we were talking about, like, the traitor thing. He's like, one's a traitor, and or 2 are traitors, and there's 3 villains, and, when he didn't really know, he just did it so they wouldn't attack him while he was fighting the other 2 guys.
Well, it was
Like-
it was that, and because if they were all eyeing each other and trying to figure out who the traitor was and not questioning him, he'd get a good night's sleep, which is fucking great.
I mean, to be fair, I'd be tired too after you just got done murdering, fucking 2 different samurai. One was a demon in a demon form. Like, it's interesting. I mean, this anime is not boring.
No.
Like, as much as I don't understand what's going on, and I wanted more information connected to the series, but I mean, I guess part of the point of this was to make it so that way if you never played an Onimusha game, like the 2 people I'm with, you could still enjoy this and not care.
Yeah, it's really interesting because comparing it to action movies or things where they fight demons, but at the end of the day, this is kind of a very political story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole thing is they're going to this town because of a gold mine, and the idea, and they're not paying.
Yeah,
their
but
taxes.
the majority of them aren't told that. They're just told that Yaemon took this town over and something happened with all the villagers, that they unionized and fought and all this shit. And then it turns out, oh no, he got Genma to completely take over everybody in the village. Why? Because there was a gold mine at the top of this mountain. And it's really cool that Yaemon's not even a Genma. He's just a normal dude who is using demons as a labor force to mine this place to make new weapons and fund his warpath.
He's also using new age weapons where there's centaur men, and then you also ride on the back with a gun.
Yep, and a straight up tank. He is making tanks out of gold because
he's also
the
making
way of
tanks
the
out of gold.
samurai is over.
But don't forget, this is also
Yeah.
it's also a weird thing too, as well, where what was it? Japan didn't really have a lot of mines. That's why whenever they talk about like having tin and copper and stuff, like what is it? Samurai swords were folded like over 1,000 times. Those things were a bitch and a half to make. So having like tanks made of gold, there's probably nothing there that would even come close to what anyone else has, if anything.
Yeah, because I mean, at this time you have. I don't know what year this is supposed to take place, so you might have guns already. I forget when guns are first.
You had guns around this time, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
These are the shitty fucking musket guns. That's probably the best you have. At most, you'll probably also have like, because historical accuracy isn't always right. I'm pretty sure someone invented minigun somewhere.
Well, in Rurouni Kenshin, they had a minigun at one point.
Yeah, but they have a minigun Rurouni Kenshin. They have a minigun in Assassin's Creed. They have a minigun in other things. So I'm not even sure if the minigun thing's real or if it's just like, they could do this if they knew what it was back in the day.
Listen, do you doubt Da Vinci being able to make a minigun?
Yes.
I mean, Da Vinci made a tank, a submarine, and in that game. Those missions are hard as hell if you're trying to 100% them.
Yes,
Fuck
they
no.
fucking are.
Otherwise, they're fine. But no, this anime also reminded me a lot of Kenshin. This wandering, the samurai with other group of people and fighting random people who are somehow all connected to him. It really felt like Kenshin to me. I loved Kenshin when I was a kid. That was
Same.
a great freaking anime.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the creator is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh
You know
yeah.
that, Phoebe? Yeah, he
Piece of
makes
shit.
he makes child.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. They found like 20 terabytes? I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
They found so much they thought he was sending it out.
People are stupid, but then again, criminals usually are stupid.
Yeah. God forbid you smoke a little bit of weed over there though. Fucking lifetime in jail.
I guess you should never go to Japan then.
Fuck no. Also, where weed's illegal, it's usually ass. It's like if I went back in time and smoked weed in the 70s, I probably wouldn't even get high with how fucking weak it is.
That's the concern from Joe Butler. Love you, man.
Yeah, I'm running off like one brain cell. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. It's not your fault that this was scheduled after a 12-hour workday in the middle of the night for you. So that is not your fault.
Yeah, see,
12 hour?
Yeah, we're 12 hours now, baby.
Jesus.
That's what your factory's gonna do soon. Except for his, where he does 3 days on, your factory will be 6 days on, 12-hour
need
days.
to shut the fuck up. before my boss hears this and gets ideas.
No, it's not going to happen because you have to pay more. Because A, if you work 12 hours, you have to have an hour lunch. And then B, here in Missouri, which is even funnier, if you work 12 hours and after 11 overnight, you get paid an extra $1.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. We have a shift differential here as well.
I'm surprised. Anytime anything good comes out of your mouth for that, well, nothing good comes out of your mouth for that company, but anytime like anything sort of positive, I'm like, man, they must be forced to do that.
Yes, actually. But Onimusha, really sad.
What's wrong, baby? You don't want
That bird's boyfriend dying was really depressing.
Which boyfriend?
The bird.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
Falcon
oh
one is
man,
hard.
yeah, that one was rough.
Because he's saying, oh, I raised them like brothers, and the way they're nuzzling each other, I'm just going, they're not brothers.
They are gay.
They are adorable. And then one of them got her, and I went, no!
I mean, when that surprise, when he's like, I have a special skill too, and they're fighting, and all of a sudden the Falcons come out, that was a good fucking scene.
Yeah.
One thing I also want to say at the show, I think they don't introduce the Genma right away. Like they get to the town, there's nobody there, and then they run into the girl that they capture because she runs away from them, so they tie her up.
Well, that one guy has the super lawn ton in the first episode, and Matsuki gets possessed by Yaemon, but that's honestly it. We don't see any real crazy stuff until episode 2, maybe even 3, because when Yoshioka shows up, that's when we actually start seeing people mutate. Like full mutations, extra arms and everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the Butler was my favorite character in this whole show.
Oh, Alfred, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I love that it's just a random white guy in feudal Japan going, yes, Master Yaemon.
Yeah. And he basically like, you guys came to come join the cult too, right? And it's like, no, sir, we're here to just kind of see him. So you're not here to join the cult. Well, in order to still see him, though, I have to do that thing that we talked about earlier. That this all happened to that one guy.
Really, they're like when I first see the villagers are just like zombie type creatures, I was a little let down. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna do like the Genma with the green shirts and the little hats. They do, but first they make them murder the town folk.
Poor town folk.
I mean, I think at that point they have black eyes and are listening to a demon guy. I think they're already fucked.
Poor little girl. All alone.
I feel bad for her. Like, think about how traumatizing that has to be. Like, your parents are murdered. Or no, your parents have become... Her parents are murdered, but later. Like, your parents are missing. Your grandparents were killed. Everybody you know is now like a fucking black-eyed creature wandering around trying to kill you. Like, man... That girl goes through some fucking trauma in this show.
Honestly,
too, though.
Figured she was a character from the games or something.
No, nothing. There are no video game references other than the Ani, the one gauntlet scene where he sucks up souls, and one Genma that have the hats. That's it. Nothing else is a reference.
This really is for the most new of newcomers.
Yeah, and I'm thinking this also was probably like a thing where they're like, we're going to bring back Onimusha at some point. And we need to have something so people recognize the name again. I feel like that was part of it.
Fair enough. Which I'm okay with, because...
No, it needs to. I mean...
Between this and all the trailers, which all look really fucking good, I am super hyped for that new Onimusha game.
I am... Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched trailers. I'll pick it up on a sale and put it on the show probably in 2027 is my guess.
To be fair, probably later than that, because there's a release year, not a release date. It's just 2026.
Oh, yeah. Then it'll probably be later.
It looks far enough along.
You're
gonna guess spring, maybe summer, but there's no way it's gonna reach all the way into fall or winter.
You never know with video games, Phoebe.
You're right. Yeah. A bunch of shit just got pushed back because of Thursday of this week.
What was Thursday this week?
Silksong just pushed back a shit ton of stuff. There was a game that was supposed to release this week, and now it's being pushed back to 2026 because they really can't fight Silksong.
No, I forget that people buy games when they first come out.
Yeah.
I honestly do, because I'm such a I'll get to that years later. I forget other people. Oh yeah, we buy games the day they come out. That's weird to me. Little things I forget, but that makes sense. I forgot Silksong's even coming out, for the record, even though we talked about it before this podcast started. So
what is it? I mean, but the other thing too is I'm kind of hoping, I kind of am and kind of not. This kind of makes for a resurgence, because I know you mentioned it a little bit earlier, Mike, where you're like, what was it? This came out really quickly. You say that, but they've been shitting out a Resident Evil game every year.
I mean, yes.
RE9's coming out this year, and they've already confirmed Code Veronica's next game coming out.
Wait, yes, okay. First of all, RE9's in February. That's next year. But fuck me, they confirmed the next one's Code Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, Steve Burnside gets some love.
It took them long enough, but I mean, but also with Resident Evil, it's a franchise that they know will make money, so they can keep pumping it out. Versus with Onimusha being a franchise that's less known. I mean, I'm assuming that Musashi, the samurai game we're getting, Onimusha has been in fucking development for 4 years, 5 years by now. I'm feeling that's just how Capcom is, and I'm assuming this anime was in development for 2 to 3 years. Because this animation, as I said before, fucking good. And this is a violent, the way they chop people up and like arms and legs and head, like it's bloody and violent.
I got the right person for it.
Yeah.
Because there's one of the movies he also did. Mike, you're probably not familiar with it. Phoebe, have you heard of Terraformers?
I do know Terraformers.
Yeah, Miike made the live action Terraformers movie.
God damn.
It's actually pretty good.
I have no idea what that is.
Earlier that blew me away because he did something else that.
Okay, so here's a plot, Mike. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for me to throw this curveball at you? So they send 12 astronauts to Mars, right, to terraform it. But they've already sent something. They don't tell them they've already sent something else. Right? They tried something else and it worked. But one thing that they do is they're like, "Hey, we kind of need you guys to like inject yourselves with like alien DNA. Why? Well, we sent some cockroaches up there, but like they've like super evolved. So we've kind of made you guys insects that are like strong against cockroaches." And they're like, "Oh, that probably won't be a big deal." These are like 7-foot tall, buff cockroach men, and only like out of the 12 people they send up there, only 2 survive.
It's an anime.
This
It's on
sounds
Netflix.
weird.
It's a terrifying anime.
He also did the live action adaptation of As the Gods Will, which is
Oh, he did
awesome.
that too. Yeah, that
did.
movie's hella weird.
It definitely has an ending that goes to really fucking crazy places. That whole franchise goes to a really weird place.
Yeah, Japan has a really weird or not Japan, but a lot of weird stuff like that has a really weird turn where they're like, "Oh, we have this really cool introduction to the series we have an idea for," and then the ending's like, "Here's the ending. Why'd the world blow up and turn into a flower? I don't know. Just be happy I finished it. It's been like 6 years." Okay. Thank you.
I mean, one thing with this anime is I was hoping that it would connect to the game in some sort, like even the new game. And I was thinking that maybe this was like a prequel or something to it. But like I was saying earlier, after I was reading it and found out like it's none of that. It was just we want to make something. I was a little sad.
Which is weird because it's Musashi. The gauntlet's the same design. I'm even here looking at a fucking video for a gameplay that they have, which I guess the demo you could play at the Gamescom. Musashi's wearing the same outfit that he has in like the second episode where he's like fighting the guys and he has like the cloak over his arm. He's wearing that exact outfit. And
we'll see. Maybe,
yeah,
maybe I'll be wrong.
I think it's just an idea. I think they just had an idea and they went with it. And I guess maybe they're like, "Hey, the Musashi anime didn't do so well. Fuck it, just use it for the game. You think anyone's gonna notice? Fuck no. Netflix probably didn't even advertise the anime. We're fine."
I mean, I knew this anime was coming out before it did, but then again, I latch on to Onimusha stuff because there's so little of it, and I've actually really become over the last few years. The series has been dead for years, but I've been playing it for the podcast, and I really got into it.
It's back now.
Yeah, hopefully it stays back.
All right, Mike. Now here's Legend of Dragoon. Let's go ahead and cover this so I can get my remaster coming soon.
I'm going to try to do it next year, okay? No promises, but I'm going to try to put it on the schedule. I mean, you are kind of right. Like, I mean, what in the Onimusha episode, if you people listen to those, which I'm assuming you listen to this, you probably do. Julian is like, I blame us for bringing it back. we started covering it, and we've been slowly covering the whole series. And then they're all of a sudden they're like, we announced a new one.
So funny enough, you might have a weird monkey's paw thing going on because you've also been covering all of the Mega Man games, and there's a very, very popular fan theory that Pragmata is the new Mega Man.
No, they asked that. They asked that at PAX. They said no, it's not Mega Man.
Are they going to continue Mega Man?
I don't know. I do know that you guys did Parappa the Rappa, and for the first time in like 20 years,
yeah,
the creator of Parappa Rappa released something on Twitter, and everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like,
and it says "Stay tuned," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Not that long after I make an episode about it, yeah.
Like not even 2 weeks after you release that episode, something Parappa the Rappa.
Mike, we need to cover the Ape Escape games. Don't ask me why.
I know why you're saying this. I've covered one. Does that count? I covered number 3.
Let's bring Ape Escape back, baby. Let's fucking go.
I think 2 is better than 1, isn't it?
Yes. Honestly, each one is better than the last one.
I think I played the best one, so should I really go back to them?
Yes. So that way we can get a 4. And until then, I can be happy with the Astrobot level.
I don't think that's how it works. I mean, I'm starting to wonder because I do stuff on this podcast, then it becomes real. So I am wondering a little bit.
This is your power, Mike. You must use it for good.
I want to use it for evil.
Oh man, did you already plan Drakengard? Oh shit, maybe if you plan,
I did.
Shit.
But we haven't recorded it yet, so therefore it doesn't
maybe
matter until I record
maybe
it.
when you release that, they'll finally announce the fucking 3 remaster I've been wanting for like the longest fucking time.
How about just a 1 through 3 Drakengard collection?
That'd be fine.
Oh.
No, because 2 sucks ass.
I own it. I've never played it. So Onimusha. Another thing I want to mention, like I do like how they after, and they're smart. This is something that was nice to see in something that when shit hits the fan after they kill the zombie people, they're like, yeah, let's go back home. Let's go tell the Lord, and then we'll come back. And the bridge is out. I thought that was a nice touch because they did something logical. Let's leave. And it doesn't work. And I was like, that was a nice thing. The characters aren't always logical. They're logical. They're like, let's go. Like, let's not stick around. Let's go back and get an army and come back here. Like, this is fucked. And they don't do that. Even though, like, the Lord knew a little bit because the medicine guy, his whole plan was to kill everybody eventually. Like, that's what he's supposed to do.
I think that's what he's supposed to do, but it's one of the things where it's like a weird term where, like, in order to make sure it's basically having death in his meaning in his death or whatever. So basically, him mastering it. The only way for him to master his potion would be for him to die, and it was just kind of a thing where it's like, well, that's a good excuse for him to use it. So I guess here we go. Funny enough, I do think it's funny that I don't know that Mike, you play the games. Is there poison that actually works on zombies, or is that just like part of the anime too?
There is no poison ever as a weapon or anything in the game.
Okay.
I mean, there's poison gas that kills you in a couple trap puzzles, but no, nothing like that.
Joe, how do you feel that the main villain was killed with cannabis?
That was funny. I heard that too. I was watching it and because I'm watching it at work, but then like work pops up, and so like I'm typing it up, and it's like I beat you with cannabis, and I'm like, oh, cannabis in ancient Japan, what?
I mean, cannabis can make you paranoid, right? For some people, it doesn't make them paranoid.
Yeah, it makes you paranoid, and it also technically it's also a like not a hallucinogen, but it's like whatever liquor does. It makes you inebriated.
Yeah, but not to the point like they use it in here to where like they make a gas out of it near the end of the show and fucking like kills them that way. Like it's just by activating blood. Like in order to do it now. Okay, so there's a part where one of the other guys in the team who finally he's I forget his name. He's unimportant. He wears purple and he's an idiot. And his power is he does the cannabis mist, and then he gets murdered, so his blood will mix with the cannabis mist, so therefore you start hallucinating.
Well,
it's not a sacrificial lamb.
Well, it's not all cannabis mist. It's also poison. So the whole
But couldn't they just stab somebody else, or maybe cut your arm? Like you have to like be eviscerated in order to activate it?
No, this is his job. He must do it.
Like that was what I think about. Like, couldn't he maybe like slice his wrist and throw some blood out there, or maybe kill someone else?
He was gonna die anyway. He was supposed to kill him at the end.
Also, I think he was dying. I think he was dying anyways. Wasn't his hand fucked up or something? I think that's also why he killed himself too, because he's already dying. Okay. He was like rotting or something.
I mean, to be fair, they're fighting demons, and none of them were coming out of this alive. So
yeah.
I mean, that probably played a part in it, too. So that's how I feel with that. And that they were all just fucking... Yeah, they knew they weren't coming out of this.
I also think... like I said, there's a moment at the end which I think is a little bit more weirder. I kind of wish we had gotten the backstory a little bit more. Not at least the full backstory, but who the hell Iemon was. Or at least how they knew each other.
Yeah.
Because at least some of the stuff we find out too is even more interesting whenever he's like, yeah, I want to get rid of samurais and stuff. I think that's also what they were doing too, right? Weren't the whole reason why they went to go investigate Iemon was because like the what the fuck who they work for, the Shogun or whatever, told them to?
Yeah, the Shogun told them to, but I don't think they weren't trying to get rid of samurai yet. That's also later in Japanese history. I think I can't remember when that happens. So I watched enough stuff about it, but I forget when that happened.
Part of Iemon's thing is he says that he wants to get rid of samurai, but he doesn't. He wants to make a new version of samurai. Pretty much he's sick and tired of them all being warriors, lapdogs, I think is the term he uses for the shogunate, instead of it actually being their own people. And that's why he caused Sekigahara to happen.
That's what I meant, my bad.
Yeah, okay. It was because he wanted the best of the best. He's just Albert Wesker, the whole yes, my new world war, my new world order, Ouroboros. But here it's my new order Genma and Samurai. Only the strong will survive.
I was thinking Metal Gear, where he's like only like, oh, the only thing I'm good at is being a samurai. So let's just make a nation where we're just samurai.
Yeah, don't fuck with this, Senator.
It's a strange anime. I mean, it goes bonkers once you get into this. Like when they finally get to the part where they're deep into the mountain and they're dealing with him. But another thing I want to talk about is episode 3 when they first see the Genma, actually, like the zombie versions of them. And that's also you introduce the 3 brothers that you don't really know who the fuck they are, but I think they take the girl at this point, and then
Yeah, I don't think the Yoshiokas are real people. Kojiro and Musashi are probably the only 2 real people, but they're also the only 2 people who get a full first and last name at the same time. They never say, I am so-and-so Yoshioka. It's, we are the 3 Yoshioka brothers. I am blank. I am blank.
It might be.
It's episode 4 when he fights the Yoshioka brothers, and that's when they do that's when you see the forearm guy for the first time and stuff. And this is also when the more supernatural stuff starts, because it's Musashi's like, yeah, I killed these guys years ago, and they're all back. So you start kind of realizing that there's more going on here. I mean, you already had a little bit of that, but you're getting more of it. And I thought that was cool, having them come back from the dead.
Terrifying, too.
Oh, it's a good scene of him fighting the 3 of them. They're like, you can dodge 2 of our attacks. You can't dodge all 3, so we'll kill you. And eventually they don't.
I really like the team effort that goes into getting the girl, Sayo, out of the bell. And just
yeah, that was good.
The monk burning himself alive and praying his way through the pain in order to handle the spell while the other 2 are using the giant tree as a lever.
That's a good scene.
It's
I do like all the stuff with the bell that they work together. Like, and they go through so much to rescue this girl, which I think is also a really nice touch too. I don't know. I like the stuff with the girl. I think the girl is like the second best character in this whole anime.
She's the leader of the group.
I like that. She's like, you know where to go? He's like, no. Okay, then. So all that is very cool. And the whole thing where they get ambushed because they cut trees down, so they change the path. I thought that was an interesting touch. I was like, that's interesting. I mean, that's stuff that would have happened back then. Like, that's how you would have tricked your enemy. You would have just cut down trees.
I would never thought of that either, though.
I never would have thought of it either, but then again, we're not like if you're like back in this time, that feels like a real tactic that was probably used by other commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Someone knows this area, we're going to cut a path, and they're going to think it's the same path, and we're going to lead them. Sure, it's happened in history. But it's something that I never would have even thought about doing, or even thought about putting in something because, well, we don't live in that time. So, but it's a cool touch. I like the fight where I like how he fights all 3 of them, and eventually he does murder them. I mean, those are very cool. I mean, because you kind of get to see how Musashi is hell of a sword fighter, especially with the gauntlet on, which I never realized that the gauntlet enhances your abilities, but I guess it does.
That also might be a TV show thing, because
I think it is, because in the games, I don't think it happens.
In the games, they also become like the big Oni man, like he did at the end.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's cool then.
That's in the games. It's in Onimusha 1 at the very, very end of the game, but in Onimusha 2 through 4, it becomes an ability that you build up a bar, then you can then go invincible for a little while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that they can all do as people who have the gauntlet.
That's cool.
You were getting me really excited to play these damn games.
Yeah, I kind of actually want to buy the game. Yeah, but all you have to do is
1, 2, and 3 are all pretty short. 1's the shortest. 4 is the longest. And I mean, like, 1 is like a 4-hour game because it's like a launch PS2 title. It is not a long game.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, the Resident Evil games.
Pretty much. I mean, when they first came out, it was it's very much Resident Evil, but with swords. Like, it's tank controls, it's the same type of gameplay, like, you can skip everybody, but you do earn experience. I mean, I would recommend playing the first one, emulation, or buy it, because you can now, and see what you think. You can buy the first 2. If you get into the Series 3 and 4, you'll have to emulate. So, and you also have to emulate the GBA game, because that's never coming out again, ever, so.
This is a tactics game, isn't it?
It's really fucking good.
That's crazy.
I beat it a few years ago. Before the podcast, I actually played through it on my phone. It was wonderful about 7 years ago. Actually, I saw Facebook memories. I'm actually going to play it again, hopefully next year for sure, because I really want to. No, it's a really good GBA but strategy RPG. Really damn good.
Wow, this straight up just looks like Tactics Advance. That's great.
No one talks Tactics Advance, but there's no loss, so it's actually a good game.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know. That's great.
And if you die during the level, you keep all your experience. So there are points where you'll just keep redoing a level and dying. Doesn't matter because you keep everything you get to level up till you get stronger. The game does not tell you that. I found that out by trial and error. But no, I love that game. I remember playing a bunch of it when at my old you're bringing an old story. But when I used to work at a job, and to take the garbage out, I had to go into a different building, go down an elevator, go down a hallway. So I would just play the hallway all the time, and I loved it. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take the garbage out. I'd be gone for like 10, 20 minutes, and I would just play Onimusha while I'm slowly loading the garbage into the bins and stuff. It was great. My job didn't appreciate it probably if they knew, but hey, it's okay. I don't work there anymore. I did that at a different site during 2020, and they got furious. They're like, "You're taking out the garbage too much." I'm like, "I'm standing here doing nothing, guys. Like, it's COVID. There's nobody here. Nothing to do. Like, why do you care?" But they
get that completely.
They complained. They were like, "Take out the garbage too much." I'm like, "I'm standing here doing nothing because I shouldn't even be here because it's COVID." That's another story. Yeah. Okay. During COVID era, I was helping out different stores, and there was one store that was real finicky, let's just say, or maybe not finicky, uptight, and they had more people than needed, but they had nowhere to put me because I didn't have a store. So like, here, go here and help out for a bit. And I'm like, sure. And I used to take the garbage out, and I had nothing else to do, so I was like, sure, I'll load the garbage up, take out a bag or two, like, and you walk out and go down the street and then get to the garbage can at the end of the building in the shopping mall area. And then they got mad that I did it too much. And I'm like, guys, I'm literally just standing here, like, you don't need me. So they got upset about it. They were real bad store.
We need you.
They didn't like me at all, though, either, but I hated that store. Fucking hated it. So that's another story. With the monk dying, I think that's a really good scene. I mean, everyone has a good death for the team. Like, they kill, because everyone dies by sacrificing themselves for the greater good of the mission. Episode 5, 5's like the flashback. They talk about the guy that put the team together, and this is when you first see Ayamon? I didn't like his name because I have subtitles on all the time, and I'm like, his name is just Lemon.
I know, I said the same thing too. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when you first see him. I don't know, his whole thing is interesting. Like, I thought he was like a demon, but he's not a demon.
No, he's just a dude that teamed up with demons to create complete global saturation.
Oh, and we can't forget, it's episode 5 when you see the Yoshitaka sisters.
Yeah, the nothing burgers.
Well, doesn't he fight them once and they kick his ass and then he kills them the next? Yeah, because in the beginning of the episode they steal the gauntlet and then he gets the gauntlet back and then he sees him at the end of the episode and just murders them. Yeah, you're right.
The whole point of that episode is a flashback, and so that way all the other members of the party can get their resolve back on. They regain the courage to continue on with the journey.
The part that I found interesting, though, like when he fights the sisters, they're not demons, are they? They're just people that had good weapons.
Yeah, I don't think they're Genma or any type of enhanced.
No, they don't morph. I'm watching it now, and I don't think they do anything special. He just gets his ass.
We
gets the gauntlet,
killing our brothers twice.
I do like when he punches the spear, the spear tip off.
Yeah. He literally kills them in one scene. When you see him at the end of the episode, he literally just kills them. He just slashes and they're all dead.
Yeah, they're nothing burgers.
I thought that was stupid. Because I wanted more. I wanted them to turn into some, like, demons and stuff. So, it kind of bothered me. I don't know. It was just one of those things. I was kind of like, this is stupid. They
didn't really need those 3 characters. You could have just had the episode where everybody's going through the doubt of the situation.
And I think that would have been enough. And it's episode 6 when they finally get to the mine and then get to the castle, which is essentially just the mine, right? The fortress?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're made a mansion inside of a mine. If I had a nickel for every time that happened in a Capcom IP...
What else did it happen?
I'd be fucking rich.
What other game did it happen in?
There's kind of a temple inside of a mine or a mansion inside of a mine in RE5.
Oh, it's been so long since I played RE5.
I don't know why I worry. We're doing it in like 2 weeks.
I know. Oh, it's not 2 weeks, but it's coming up. Yes, I know.
Are you guys really doing it in 2 weeks? Hell
not
yeah.
2 weeks, but we're doing it soon.
Yeah.
Hell
we're doing
yeah.
it's part of Spooktober. RE5, Dead Space Remake, Callisto Protocol. Those are all Spooktober. Evil Within.
And I'm going to be on all of them.
It's your choice.
Damn it.
Yeah. I like horror games.
Same.
Can't complain.
Don't play
I only
none
play
of them.
some. Once a year, I go all in. I mean, this Spooktober, I am going fucking all in on content, though. So
Yeah.
it's
By
we'll
February,
see.
I have to beat RE7 and 8. Finally catch up.
That's why I'm doing 5 because I need to play 5. I need to do 5 in the show, and I'm hoping to do 6 sooner than later, and then I can do 7 next Spooktober. That's my goal. We'll see if that happens, but that's my goal because I need to get this fucking. I need to get the series done. Like I shouldn't be so far behind. But no, Onimusha.
Okay.
So Alfred reminded me of so many other like stereotype characters.
Stereotype Butler characters.
Yeah, I like him though. I like how he's crazy as fuck. Like once he realized they're not going to join, a Lemon, he just goes fucking nuts. So he's not a demon, right?
No.
I don't think he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought he was
And
just
the
some
Centaur
random white
Man,
guy.
that's a cool concept. Like, I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense now, like, from the war standpoint, but like, think about back then to have a guy who's a horse. I mean, that would really improve your army. So
It literally doubles your firepower.
And should we talk about the fucked up part when they bring her parents in and then Lemon makes the parents choke her to death?
Yeah, but they're not even possessed or Genma. They are.
No, they're human. They're just
holy shit.
I mean, and they're like, kill us, stop us. I'm like, man, this is fucked up.
And Musashi could have picked any number of ways to do that. Cut off their arms, cut off just their hands, anything. And it's like, no, your heads are going.
I mean, but also in this time, if you got both your arms cut off, I think you're kind of done anyway.
Yeah, but then he says the line, guess I am an Oni. And he's not glowing purple or anything, so that line's just really confusing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I didn't really understand it either, and I didn't really like it. I didn't get, because he's not transforming into an Oni. I mean, I think they're kind of like, oh, the gauntlet is making him make a decision that he had to either save the girl's life or die, or let her die.
Yeah,
it wasn't a choice.
That was just on him.
Yeah, I mean, he went for the quickest thing because he waited too long. I don't know. It was kind of a weird just scene to me in general, and I was like, but it was also a dark scene. I mean, he killed the girl's parents right in front of her.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And this is he's pretty emotional about it too afterwards. And I'm at least glad, I started from what I remember, she doesn't really blame him either for that. She's like, oh yeah, they had to you did what you had to do.
No, she doesn't blame. And I think that's good because he did it to save her life, and it was the only option that he could. Leomon was not going to let them go at that point. It was not happening. So, he made the only choice he could make at the time, which was to kill the people that were trying to kill her. So I get it, but it was just like, fuck, this show is dark. And this is only this is 6. And this is also when the cannabis thing we were talking about earlier, the poison happened, and that's how they beat Alfred, because Alfred has a gun, and they can't beat a gun, I guess.
He also has infinite muskets somehow. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, a musket should only be fired once, because,
No, there's a part when whenever they're driving around and going crazy, whenever the carriage turns over, you see 3 or 4 muskets fly out. So
the only way that would work in real life is if he took one musket, fired, threw it away, grabbed another gun, fired. Yeah, that's how that worked back then. I hate muskets. How many
things he had carried, or we don't know what that chariot was loaded with. He could have had multiple muskets.
He's got 100 muskets really down there.
That he's so cocky that he thinks even with the Oni gauntlet, Musashi's not going to be faster than a bullet. And then you just get that wonderful first-person shot through Alfred's eyes, and the camera gets cut into 3. Oh, so good.
Animation is great in this show.
Really nice that modern Japan is figuring out how to do 3D anime.
And then that brings us to episode 7. 7 it starts off with a flashback of talking about more how Aemon had this whole idea that he told his leader his master that he was going to do, all this. And then this one he shows up. I didn't like the stuff with Aemon. One, because he talks a little bit, and I think, did they even fight him, or did they cut off his
No, because he's just a person.
Yeah, he brings in the other guy that was murdered by Musashi many years ago, who's a demon, and then
a real person.
And then I think was it him that cuts off his arms and legs?
Yeah, because he just wanted a good, clean fight.
No, he wanted a good, Aemon wanted him to cut off Musashi's arm so he could turn him into a demon, and he's like, no, I'd rather just fight him this way. That's why he cuts off Aemon's arms, I believe.
Okay.
He's like, you're not the boss of me. I'm going to do my own thing.
I mean, and then he doesn't even die. The episode ends with him crawling away with no arms or legs.
Haha.
Because that is how it works in a Takashi Miike.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the director.
Oh,
it's a director
dude,
thing.
just listen. The first thing I ever saw of Audition was the acupuncture scene, and that's the only thing that anybody ever has to see of Audition.
Okay.
If you can get past that, you can get past Audition. If you can't get past that, you can't watch Audition, 'cause that's the roughest fucking thing in that movie.
Okay. I have no plan to watch that movie.
Joe
like-
understands what I'm talking about.
I'm
I know
sure
what
he
you're talking about.
One thing we also haven't brought up is how Musashi's whole like fighting style is he has two swords, bitch.
Yeah, he's the progenitor of that.
Okay. Oh, that's real life, isn't it? The
That is
actual
real life. He is the person who created the two sword samurai. So he
Okay.
better fucking have two swords in the game, or I swear to God.
He's got the wakizashi and the katana, and he's fucking dual wield.
Okay, I should have known that, but I did not realize that he was the guy. Okay. I always forget that Musashi's also a real person and not brave fencer Musashi.
Yeah.
It
Also,
doesn't
the
talk
Battle of
like this the whole
Sekigahara.
time.
The Battle of
I'm
Sekigahara
tired.
is real, which is something I didn't know about until just now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I taught you something new thanks to this anime that you would
Yeah.
never watch had I not asked you to.
Knew some of the names, but didn't know about the specific battles. Really nice
Then they
to learn.
start to fight in episode 7, and then it's really episode 8, which is the last episode of this show. It's just weird to me because this is when you find out that the doctor guy is actually like, that's when you find out his mission was to kill everybody. But like the whole thing where he takes Aemon to like the room, like he listens to him and then he poisons him. Like, why not just murder him right there? Like he's got no arms and no legs. Just put him out of misery. Why are you carrying him?
I think it's supposed to be a hint that Saihi is a lot more sadistic than he seems, but there's
Oh,
the problem with that is that there is no actual hinting of that throughout the show. He's always nice and
Yeah.
super chill. It's such a complete left turn to who his character is for the last 7 episodes.
Okay, that's fair. It was okay. It was weird to me. I didn't like it at all. I was like,
Yeah, I know. It's just poor writing on that specific part because
okay. I was like, why is this
if you
even
had
here?
hinted it, given him like a side eye or something every once in a while, or cut to him sneering or something, we could have hinted at it. But otherwise, it's just completely out of left field, and that's poor writing.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I also didn't like the fact that when they go to like the monster lab, which for me means more because in lots of the Onimusha games, there's always labs where they're working on humans and Genma and experimenting. Like that's a thing that's in the series. And there's always one character associated with it, Guildenstern, and he's not there. I mean, because again, this doesn't reference the games really at all, and I was kind of sad because I was like, damn it, like you could at least have put Tonight who didn't die, who I guess maybe he was murdered in one of the games, but just something. I don't know. It bothered me. But neither here nor there. Also, I just didn't like it that the guy turned either. Like his whole mission was to kill I didn't like that, and then he lets the girl live, which I like that. But I was like, this is just weird.
To be fair, the bird gets her out, so.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't like it, and the whole like final fight with Musashi and whatever the hell that guy's name is, I didn't care for that either.
Oh, Kojiro?
Yeah, it just because I would have rather had it been Aemon. Like I would have rather had the story have Aemon be a demon, and that's where things go because that's what everything's building up to, and then all of a sudden this guy comes in here and he's just fighting him, and I didn't like it. I also didn't understand the point of going to the lab, like I was saying, like they don't do anything with it, so why even bring it there? I don't know. All of it was weird to me, and I didn't really like the last episode.
But you see, Mike, they make the virus in the lab, and then they turn people into the BOWs or whatever the hell you call them.
God damn it.
Also, I didn't really care, like, when he becomes an Ani, and then I didn't really care for that either. I don't know, it just, because, like, when they become an Oni in the games, it never feels like, I mean, here they make it seem like he's losing his humanity. It's like, you're fighting a man with 4 arms that you murdered years ago and came back from the dead. Who the fuck? You ain't killing a person. Like, oh, I don't want to, like, he's already been dead. He's a fucking demon.
Well, no, because
Finish the job.
Because then Kojiro actually cuts off his other 2 arms. Is like, no, we're gonna do this fair. I want a real fight.
He's still a demon because he came back from the dead. I mean, that's all I don't know. I just did not like where the stuff goes in the final episode. Like, I don't like their fight. I don't like how he just kind of ends up underground.
I don't know. I'm in the exact opposite side. I really like because it's the idea of these 2 regaining their humanity and having one honorable fight.
And he fights it with an oar, which I know is a reference, I think, how he killed him years ago, right?
No, that was the reference to the beginning of the episode, the beginning of the thing.
Okay. But also, you don't really see anything. The last thing you see of them is them attacking, and then it goes to the girl and how she's trying to live her life. Or how she's going to try to live her life afterwards.
You can't show how Musashi dies because no one really knows how Musashi dies. You know, like fucking the guy from the Alamo.
Wait, is that real? Like they don't know what happened to him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Most
people
AKA,
know that.
he might have survived and escaped the mountain. Find
Yeah.
out in Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Well, it's not that yeah, probably it's also not only that. A lot of these things where it's like, oh, here's a story. I think Japan's like that, where it's like, here's a story of this really cool character. Well, how does it end? What do you mean how does it end? He just goes home, or he dies in the really he might have died in this really cool battle. No one's really sure. Well, why is no one sure? Well, no one wrote it down. No one really cared. So okay.
No, we just care about the fight.
That's why what's his face is in Assassin's Creed, the big tall black guy from Japan.
Oh yeah, because he's a real person, isn't he?
He's also
Yes.
real people. Yeah, but
Mhm.
the only thing of him is the story. It's like there's no tale of how he died, so they can do whatever they want to in that game.
Okay.
Kind of like how Nobunaga's the main villain of the other 3 Onimusha games, despite the fact that he was a real person.
And I forget how he died. I think it vomit? I can't remember. Or poisoning? I forget how Nobunaga dies.
He does it?
He dies of something stupid, if I remember correctly. He doesn't die in battle. I mean, until the Hun died from vomiting, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure he got drunk and choked on his vomit, if I remember correctly.
Yasuke. It was Yasuke that's in Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
That's his name.
Only facts on this podcast. Only
Wait.
facts.
Well, yeah, Mike, you didn't know? Did you know Jack the Ripper is actually Florence Nightingale?
Oh my god, we're not doing this.
I don't know what you're talking about, nor do I want to know. I don't think.
Phoebe, do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that Assassin's Creed Syndicate? No, it's
That-
not. In Assassin's Creed Syndicate, it was just a random assassin.
No, that's Nobunagan.
What is Florence Nightingale being Jack the Ripper?
That's not Nobunagan.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
My only
Right.
other guess would have been Fate, but in Fate, for some reason, Jack the Ripper is interesting.
So this anime has 2 different little endings to it. It has one where the girl leaves and this town doesn't want her, or this inn because they think she's poor, pulls out gold, and then she's at the inn now. And then all of a sudden you see the gauntlet has been brought back, which was the girl, and
I think they give her a permanent room.
They do give her a permanent room. Did you see the piece of gold that she had? It's the size of a human head.
Yeah.
I thought of
Oh,
No
that-
Face from Spirited
That was
Away.
funny.
Well, if
Phoebe,
you
it's not
know
like you had
that-
practice making that sound for voice recordings before, huh? Wondering.
A little higher pitch, but maybe.
Anyways,
What's wrong, Joe? That's all the anime end.
But whatever
Yeah,
happened to Miyamoto Musashi? Find out in Onimusha Way of the Sword.
That's what I wanted. Okay, like that's another letdown. Like I had thought that this was gonna have something to do with connecting the game, and I was a little bummed when I found out that like it doesn't connect to. But to be fair, the game hadn't been announced for another year. So, but also Musashi looks way younger.
Back in 2020, so
Musashi
it's
Samurai
been in
Religion?
development for a while.
I thought, oh, when I was googling it, it said 2024. It was announced,
It was announced, but it's been greenlit since 2020.
but we didn't know that.
Well, we didn't know that.
But I think they didn't want to advertise. But also in the trailer that I'm looking at from Musashi or Onimusha Way of the Sword, he's way younger. So maybe this will be like he knew what the gauntlet was, and after because of what he went through, so he's like, yeah, I need it again.
maybe. We'll see. Because
I don't know. I mean, it's meant to be a standalone thing. It's just meant to be an anime that just stands by itself and exists. That's all it's meant to be. But
Yeah, I'm
And
kind
it's fun.
yes.
of them is different. I liked it enough so the company is different.
I'm happy I watched it. I'm happy that we did it together and we talked about it, but like, and I would never have watched it had I not been recording about it because I just wasn't interested enough, but I'm glad it exists. Oh, any other things you want to say about it? Probably not. All right.
No.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I'm good.
I know there's not a lot of meat to it. It's just not one of those
No, that's
things.
the thing. You don't go into this wanting a plot. You get an extremely light political plot. You get some extremely light character development. But honestly, it's about the way the characters interact and about the fight scenes. It's like John Wick. Sure, you're going to get some lore and everything, but you're there to watch the action being very well choreographed. And this is some very well animated, very well choreographed action.
Yeah, that is 100% true. All right, I guess we'll go to Shelf Stacker Box, and I'll lead us in. I'm just on the stack. I had fun. I liked it. I'm glad I watched it, but yeah, it's going in the stack. I'll never watch it again, but I'm glad it exists. There's that. Phoebe.
I'm gonna put this on the stack. I had a fun time. It's not perfect. It's not even close, but it did what it wanted to do, and what it wanted to do, it did very damn well.
And Joe.
I'll also put this in the stack. I liked a lot of it. I think it worked really well. And honestly, even watching it has made me want to be like, you know what? I actually want to. What is it? I actually want to
Play the
get into
games?
the series. Yeah, play the game. So, I mean, I looked it up and it showed that all the games you can buy it both 1 and 2 for 50 bones on Steam. So, I end up doing that.
Wait for a sale, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm so behind, it's not even funny.
I mean, $20 for 1, that's not bad. And 2 is $30. So,
Yeah.
not bad. I mean, 2 is a very different game than 1, just to warn you if you actually do play them. 2 introduces money, 2 introduces like buying gifts for other NPCs that do affect the gameplay. There's like a whole branching path. It's a very good game, very underrated game. Straightforward Resident Evil clone. And 3 goes back to kind of like the system of 1, and then 4 is a completely different game. 3 and 4 you'll have to emulate because there's no way. I do not see a world where 3 gets re-released because of Gene Reno, and they got to get his face and everything back. So yeah, I don't see that happening.
Well,
maybe. I mean, hey,
Precious.
you never know, right? But yeah, no, I hope you do check out the series. It's a great series. I really like it. All right, I guess we should just go to plugs. And Phoebe.
I am the Let's Play Princess. You can find me over on Twitch and YouTube underneath that name, where I'm playing Kage, Shadow King, 13 Sentinels. I just started streaming Deltarune, which is amazing. You can find me over on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, and you can find me on such wonderful podcasts as Gamer Looks at 40 Games My Mom Found, Jacqueline Presents Can the Big House, as well as the co-host of my own show with Teacher Book 85 called Nerds A Broadcast, where we play games, talk about our week in nerdom, comics, movies, etc., etc. And then we do top threes about our favorite random things like album covers or long coats. Long coats like Dante and Harry Dresden was a recent episode. And the next episode, spoiler for the people that I'm currently talking to on this thing, is a spoiler cast about Expedition 33.
Ooh, very nice.
So if you enjoyed this episode, over 850 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics. You never know what we're going to do. If you want to support the show, for a little dog vote in our Patreon polls, we also have for $10 or more, I will plug your YouTube podcasts, whatever it is you make. Every episode I create that month, I create a ton of shit. So, hey, you never know. And to give a shout out to the 2 people that do that currently, absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress with Zach. We talk about MC movies, MCU adjacent movies, and they're talking about the Alien Predator franchise starting very soon by the time you're hearing this. And also check out Conversations with Robbie. I think it's Conversations with Robbie or Conversations with Robbie Sherman. Yeah, Conversations with Robbie Sherman. That's the name of his podcast. There'll be a link in the show notes. Check out his show too. I'm on the show a couple times. Check out his show too. And also check out A Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. And also want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro because Helena at Hell Has Fury. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And please follow us on Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and review your podcast. I think it's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.